We've discovered a secret that will not just open your eyes, it will revolutionize how you think about your health. You have two options. Stop this video now and continue believing what you think is true. Or keep watching and discover a life-changing secret to better health.
Your body is a masterpiece made up of trillions of cells. Each one works like a major production facility, absorbing nutrients from food, converting them into energy, and carrying out specialized functions in your body. All of this happens without you having to think about it. In a perfect world, the cells get the nutrients they need from what you eat and drink. However, science has revealed a group of essential nutrients that 97% of the world population is unknowingly short of. A problem lurking within the body, affecting various aspects of your well-being. This is not a minor deficit, it is dramatic. Because they regulate the flexibility of your cell membranes, how well your cells absorb nutrients and remove waste. They're vital for your cognitive functions. Your cardiovascular system relies on them. Your heart needs them every single day. And they even support your immune system to do what it does best. Keep you healthy and energized throughout the day.
But one question remains. How can you find out if you're getting enough of these essential nutrients that hold a key to unlock your body's potential?
With just a small drop of blood, you can get the knowledge and power you need to set everything right. Testing your levels will uncover your personal needs. Restoring them will revolutionize human health forever.
When life-changing innovations are revealed, they give birth to multi-billion-dollar industries. Ideally, you want to enter a large existing market with sustainable growth and technology that sets you apart as 10 times better than the current market leaders. That is what we have.
Thanks to our groundbreaking Scandinavian health tech solution. Today, more than 3 billion people care enough about their health to either take supplements or follow specialized diets. Our test will open their eyes. Are you in the safe zone? Or among the 97% who are not getting enough of these essential nutrients? Having your own health plan is pure logic. Getting proof that it's working should be too.
We predict that more than 1/3 of this already interested group will put their supplements to the test during the next decades. That's 1 billion people, giving you the unique opportunity to leverage this megatrend in the making.
What if you could play a pivotal part? What if you created a fulfilled career in this megatrend? What if participating in this test-based revolution enabled you to live life on your own terms? Picture a life where your heart beats stronger, your mind is sharper, and your days are filled with boundless energy.
This is the success story waiting for those who embrace the power of personalized nutrition. Remove the guesswork. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Join us, share this secret, act on this life-changing innovation. My name is Hilda. I'm the co-founder of Zinzino, and I can't wait to meet you.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you so much for coming along tonight. Let me introduce myself. My name is Robert Horkings, and tonight my job is to take you as a tour guide to show you what we have here at this incredible company called Zinzino. As Zinzino, we're a Scandinavian company. We're based in about 50 countries around the world, and we're actually operational with shipping products over 100 countries. From our side, we're a NASDAQ-listed company, so we are a publicly traded company. We were founded in 2005, okay, back 20 years ago. It's interesting as we now move forward, we know that we're on the breaking edge, the cutting edge of what's happening with technology as Hilda just said, and also what's happening with consumer direct products. Zinzino has grown at a double-digit rate over the last 20 years. In fact, this year we're going to top out over 300 million euro for the yearly income revenue for the company. What people like to know about is what's happening with the global basis with the wellness world. We are a pioneer of the test-based company, test-based wellness business. And what that means to you and I is that we're ahead of the curve of where personalized testing is now becoming what people are requiring to make sure that their nutritional products are working. We also know that the marketplaces are massive. When you start looking at the dietary marketplace, you're talking about billions of dollars of an industry that is just wanting to be number one, tested, number two, guaranteed the products that they're purchasing are actually working. The supplement industry, again, is a billion-dollar industry. It's crazy. Inflammation, okay, or anti-inflammation in people's body is simply going at an all-time high. We know that there's over 6.3 billion people that are deficient in omega-3. What have we got? We have a marketplace that is sitting there waiting to be capitalized on with a product like we have here at Zinzino. Our objective is to make sure we get this product to market as part of the global megatrend. Now, science recommends that the omega level in your body should be 3-to-1, omega-6 to omega-3. But what we've found, okay, through our Zinzino balance test is that 97% of the people that are actually tested are failing this. And this is normally because of the inferior products that are being consumed or that are on the marketplace right now. In other words, their science, their technology is not up to what we call the gold standard. Interesting fact is once we have somebody consuming our product, our balanced oil, not a mega product, it's a balanced oil product, we know 95% of the people then pass the test after the 120-day testing program that we have in place. We will have, by 2050, have tested 1 billion people. So the marketplace, as I continue to say, it's a massive marketplace. Zinzino Scientific Advisory Board, with every great product, you must have a scientific group behind it to guarantee the longevity of that product, to making sure that as we're delivering product to the end user, to the consumer, that the science is keeping up to what the technology is in the marketplace. We are patented products. We do all of our own R&D and our own manufacturing. Dr. Paul Clayton, Ulaid, which are the core founders of our key product, our solution to our testing program. Again, with any testing program, the inventor was Dr. Angelo Rizzo. We actually brought these two products together as part of the one option, one-stop shop for our consumers. We test people. We give them a solution. We say, hey, this is what the problem is. Now here's the solution. Very simple. We do a test. We then go and we have them consume our balanced oil on a daily basis. Two key people, when they did their research and did some sort of history about what Zinzino was about, these guys, okay, which are medical doctors within their own right, okay, incredible people, in the science field of omegas and also what's happening with the world of nutrition, is that what we've got, these two guys, Dr. Stephen and Dr. Natalie, when they did their research on Zinzino, their immediate thought was that we need to be part of this company. We as a company, once we saw their credentials, we brought them onto the Scientific Advisory Board. Do yourself a favor, please go up and just, these names that I'm talking about, please do your own research. Please go up and have a look at their history and their background. The important factor is using Google to your favor, okay? I want you to go up and Google the importance of omega-6 to 3 ratio. It is part of the National Library, the PubMed, okay? But what it says, okay, is that the lifestyle today is killing us through the omega-6s, the over omega-6s that we have in our body, overconsumption, okay? And then we have a lower dosage of omega-3. So getting the balance correctly of these two products, okay, of these two nutrients that are required within our body. And it all starts with diseases. The man-made diseases that are happening today is out of control. Okay, but again, please let Mr. Google do the job for you. Great reading up there when you start doing some research. It's time to ask why. Okay, so many people have got health issues today. We've seen so many people that talk to us about, what's happening in the world, and they're really saying, "Hey, come on, it's time to give us some real facts. Tell us some truth about what's happening." This is a short video, okay, and it's more of a video to emotionally disturb you to understand where you're going or where your life could be if you think about those last 10 years of your life.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide. The average Canadian will spend their last 10 years in sickness. Change your future.
Your last 10 years in sickness. See, we don't need to do that, guys. Myself at 62, I'm already thinking about, hey, I've lived more life than what I've got left, okay? It's quite a fascinating situation when you think about those people that are younger and they need to start considering what their wellness is, how their cellular structure is working. Are they in the best condition possible? Well, we'll turn the clock back a little bit so we get a bit of history and understanding omega-6, okay, to omega-3. Back in the 1850s, it was 1-to-1. It was that good. There was none of the high ultra-processed foods. We then moved down to 1960, okay, which is, I was born in 62. It already got to 4-to-1. So tell me, guys, how have we as baby boomers, okay, born between 1946 and 1964, how have we allowed it to get to 25-to-1 in 2025? This is when you're really crazy, it's just a crazy situation. So our job now is to take control of where we're at and educate the younger people, educate the people that are coming through the age cycle so we can give them the solution on how to get their omega-6, their cellular structure that's affected very, very badly with inflammation and rigidness of their cellular structure. See, a poor cell structure is just about cells that are damaged, and when they unpair, in other words, when they duplicate as a damaged cell. Our job is to make sure we rectify and get our cells into a good condition. So you have trillions of cells that are reduplicating every 120 days. So our recommendation as part of our program, okay, is you take a test on day 1. You then consume our solution, our balanced oil product, okay, and that will rectify your cellular structure to be performing in its best possible way to give you the lifestyle that you want long term. You don't want to be dying for those last number of years. You don't want to have a situation where you have one of the man-made diseases that are out there in the world today. Our job is to get this balance back into action, okay? Put it in the right ratio that should be, minimum 3-to-1. Anything below 3-to-1, you're doing exceedingly well. We've seen so many people go from high numbers down to 3-to-1 and below with consuming our product over a long term. 120 days first up, 240 days, next cell structure, and then 360 and so on. I'll talk about my own personal testing, okay, so I can make my own testimonial here tonight. My first test was 7-to-1, so when I first got tested on the program, okay, I wanted to make sure that the test results were working correctly. And then when I took the test, and inside, okay, is the blood spot testing that you saw with Hilda, what she spoke about, and I was 7-to-1. You know, the great thing that I loved about it when I first understood what this test was about, scientifically based, I personally did it myself, so I wasn't relying on any doctors to take, control of my blood. Okay. It was independently analyzed, not by Zinzino, by an independent company. And the results were, I don't have to put my name to the results. Let's talk about the company itself. Because what I did, I happened to be in Oslo when I went over to have a look at Zinzino. I then looked at it and went, okay, now I've done the test. Take me to the laboratory so I can see where the testing is actually done. As I saw the laboratory and saw how it was administered and how it was then analyzed, the technology blew me away. What I did learn that Vitus as a company, and http vitus.no for Norway, please go up and do your own research. What I found out about it was it's also partnered with companies like Harvard, Cambridge, King's College, all of these major universities that are doing work, scientific work with Vitus Laboratory. This is what, from my side, this gave me full comfort, absolute comfort that it was an independent company to Zinzino. So my testing was sent away to these laboratory, and then they were performing the results, putting it on zinzinotest.com, an independent website where you can see your actual results for yourself. Okay, so you can go up and check out your results. Absolutely great thing. I got it on my on a smartphone. You can have it on your computer. But here's the results that happened to me over the 120-day testing that I did, and obviously over the last 6.5 years personally myself. First test 7-1, second test 3-1. I'm now hovering between 1.4 and 1.7-1. So I'm under 2-1 consistently. Okay, with my cellular structure and my essential fatty acids within my body. Remembering the only nutrient, one of the only core nutrients or categories of nutrients you cannot manufacture yourself in your body is the essential fatty acids. You have to consume them some way. Now, interesting factor as we look around the world, and it's 1.6 million tests now that have actually been performed. What we've got we've got numbers that are staggering. It's not just an Australian problem or an Asia Pacific problem. This is a global problem. And we now know 98% of Asia, 99% of Africa, 99%. This is staggering numbers based on what's happening out in the world with consumption. How do we fix the problem? I spoke about that we've got a solution. How do you fix, and Mr. Google again, guys, silent chronic inflammation. Okay, again, it lingers in your bodies for years. Then bang, you got diabetes. Bang, you got cancer. This can all be done. It can be stopped. If you want to stop it, they are lifestyle diseases. They weren't around 50, 60, 70 years ago. Lifestyle diseases are based on what we're consuming today, what's happening in the environment around you. This is a major issue that we've got. Now, again, how do you treat silent inflammation? Okay, it very clearly says, get a good omega product with polyphenols. Now, you've heard me already say that our product is a balanced oil, and we're an omega product, 3, 6, 7, 9, 11, and also a polyphenol, which is olive oil. Super high grade, gold standard product in the world. Who can consume our products? And it's pre-birth to death, guys. Wherever you are in between any of that, okay, I'm happy to say you can consume the balanced oil. Pre-birth all the way through to death. Obviously, we don't want you, sort of having issues as you get older. So it's important you get tested. It's important you get on the product and lubricate your cells or give your cellular structure the best possible chance to allow you to live the lifestyle you want. Now, from our side, taking a look at the products, and this is Australia Pacific. If you are in other countries, which I see that there's a number of people from around the world, please go up to our website, zinzino.com, and click on the flag of your country and see what products are available. Regulations only allow certain products into certain areas. Here in Australia, we have the same problem. If you look in the US, we have a lot of products. If you look over in Europe, we have a lot of products. If you look in Australia, we're governed by the Therapeutics Goods Administration, the TGA. New Zealand, exactly the same. We're governing bodies here. So our products, okay, are restricted. Now, is that bad for us? No. It's just that we don't want to downgrade our products to think like the governments of the world. So we just don't bring our products into that country and get the approvals for them, because we do not want to have a product that is watered down. We do not want to have a product that is not approved, okay, by the TGA, for an example here. And that to do that, we have to do some what we call some silly things to the formulas, because Zinzino, the balanced oil, is the same product whether you go to USA, whether you go anywhere in the world. It's a global formulation of our product. Let's talk about some of our products. We have 3 testing devices: the balance test for your essential fatty acids, vitamin D test, and a HbA1c, which is long-term blood sugar for diabetes testing. 3 blood testing. Then we have multiple different types of products, okay? Our balanced oil, our vegan oil, our plant-based product, our Aqua X, which is our water-soluble product, our balanced premium oil, which is our polyphenols 300% stronger, and then we have the Ascent capsules, which is a balanced oil premium in capsule format. We then have a xenobiotic, which is our dietary fiber, and then we have a skin serum product as well. We don't, here in Australia, we don't have a skincare range per se, but the skin serum is loved by all of our consumers around the world. It handles the outside exterior issues, and whilst the oil is looking after the internal side of your body. Balance Test, okay, or zinzinotest.com. Please make sure you go to this website. It will give you so much information about our testing device and why the device is so important to be part of your lifestyle, to be part of your testing regime. Again, either every 120 days, red blood cell cycle, or at least 130, every 360 days. So once a year, you do your own testing. Now, I spoke about the balanced oil, 60% of high-grade fish oil, omega-3, 6, 7, 9, 11. And then we go over to the olive oil or polyphenols, which is your extra virgin. Again, gold standard product, incredible product. We sell millions of bottles of this around the world on a monthly basis. It is polyphenols I spoke about, 3, 6, 7, 9, 11, sourced natural ingredients. We do have dosage by weight. So if you're a 65 kilo body person, it's simply just 10 mil of our product. Very, very simple. Our vegan oil is a plant-based, okay? So again, for the people that are looking for a plant-based solution, beautiful product within itself. The Aqua X I spoke about being our water-soluble product. In other words, you put the oil in the water, and you could put it in this water for an example. You taste it and you really can't taste the oil flavor at all. It's an incredible product. For people with no gallbladder and have any major gut issues. Our premium oil, which is a beautiful blend of oil, okay, 300% stronger with our Revo oil, okay. Again, just one of the best blends of balanced product in the world. Polyphenols with your omega products. The Ascent capsules, which is the capsule version of our product. Again, it's just the normal oil put into capsules, 25 kilo per capsule, very easy to consume, 3 or 4 capsules based on 75 kilos to 100 kilos. Now, the Xenobiotic, okay, this is an incredible product, beautiful product, okay. I'm going to play you a short 1-minute video because I want you to understand the scientific side of this incredible product.
Did you know that 90% of us are not getting enough fiber in our diet? This can lead to digestive problems and inflammation. Is your diet healthy? Listen to your gut. Your gut is the center of the body's universe, constantly communicating with the rest of your organs. It's called our second brain for a reason, and here's why you should pay attention. When your gut is in shape, your whole body benefits. But it's a balancing act. The gut microbiome contains 100 trillion bacteria, good and bad. Having a mix of both is perfectly normal, but too much bad bacteria can cause inflammation, drain your energy, and weaken your immune system. The good bacteria, known as probiotics, help you digest the food nutrients, quiet inflammation, and shape your immune system. To keep your gut balanced, you need to nourish the good bacteria. But how? With fibers called prebiotics. Good bacteria thrive on fibers and break them down into nutrients that help build your body. Most diets and conventional fiber supplements are ineffective because they don't include a complete fiber profile. Xenobiotic is a tailored blend of 8 natural sources of time-released prebiotic fibers, beta-glucans, 3 resistant starches, 2 sources of chicory root, psyllium husk, and guar gum fiber. Together, they keep the microbiome diversified by nourishing the bacteria throughout your intestines to benefit the whole gut. This all-natural prebiotic fiber blend promotes the growth of good bacteria, supports healthy bowel functions, helps reduce blood sugar spikes, and helps maintain good cholesterol levels. Xenobiotic is certified by Informed Sport and the Vegan Society, with 8 natural ingredients that offer health benefits approved by the EU and assessed by the EFSA. Now you know the basics of why it's essential to listen to your gut if you want to keep it healthy. From the pioneers of test-based, personalized nutrition, Zinzino, inspire change in life.
See, guys, it's very important that you understand that when you put the two together, when you put the incredible balanced oil and also the xenobiotic together, when you put these two together to work within your body, again, we're looking after the gut, and again, we're looking after the incredible part of your cellular structure. Put them together. I recommend you, when you get onto the program, okay, to get these 2 products, okay, your balanced oil and also the xenobiotic. Now, we are certified by all the certificates required at the highest level. Whatever it is, you name it, we've got it. Zinzino's gone way beyond the call of duty to make sure we deliver the highest quality product to the world. The claims I can make tonight, because we are geared by governing bodies around the world, we can only say certain things. We can't make health claims as normal, but these are the approved claims I can make. Normal brain function. So after consuming our product, we know we can get your brain back working correctly. Brain fog, those key things that happen within your cellular structure that starves your brain of thinking the correct way. Also, your heart function, making sure your heart and your arteries are working cleanly and correctly. Your immune structure, making sure that your immune system is working at peak performance, making sure that if you go into large areas where there's highly populated people and there's all different diseases happening, that you can be a defense system within your own cellular structure. Normal vision, normal teeth, and the rest of them, you can see them there. Guys, do your research. Go up and have a look at the claims that can be made. And again, use our good friend, Mr. Google, Zinzino, and whatever issue you might have, diabetes, Zinzino diabetes, and you can see the difference.
So, a couple of things.
One of the core things, okay, and I'm going to play this, and then there's another report that I'm going to show you, but I just want to show you this. It's a 30-second clip. This is how interesting it's getting around the world. But our good friends over in America are starting to take action. This is the key thing, and this is going to spread the world so quickly. Listen to this report.
So, a couple of things. I want to use the word inflammation here, Aisha, because inflammation is what we worry about. And omega-6 fatty acids, which are in ultra-processed foods and are in seed oils, have been linked to colon cancer. Omega-3 fatty acids decrease the inflammation in your body. And high fructose corn syrup and stuff that's in ultra-processed foods also not only leads to inflammation, but has been linked to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder that is affecting at least 7 million of our kids, if not twice that.
Do you hear those numbers? 7 to 14 million children, just children, okay, in the USA. So what's happening now is, okay, and again, do Mr. Google on this. Experts sound the alarm on dangerous, okay, omega-6 to 3 imbalance in the US food supply. This has now gone to the White House. There's a white paper in March 2025. It's just recent, okay? Go up and do your Mr. Google. Get this report and read it. You can see that the people of the world are now taking a stand and saying, we are sick of this garbage that you're feeding our people, the humans, sick of this garbage that we're buying and you're actually feeding our children on a daily basis. We have to get back to good, wholesome food. So, This report has gone back. It's about a 6-page report in total, but please do Mr. Google, go grab this report and read it. Understand why you need the omegas in your body, okay, the omega-6 to 3 ratio to work your cellular structure correctly. Now, we talk about timing, okay, and this is about where we're going with the program and understanding that Zinzino, okay, direct-to-consumer company. Its timing, it couldn't be any better. We've just had the speed bump in life, okay? So for 3 years there, it was really crazy, okay? As everybody knows, the last year or so, we've started getting back to the norm where we can do things pretty openly without any issues. Now we've got to where we've got 1 million consumers consuming our product, okay, on a daily basis, reordering on a monthly basis. We're going to move the dial to 2035. We're moving the dial up where we know, based on the growth that we've got today and what's been happening over the last number of years, we know we're going to get to 20 million customers. But as we get from a business standpoint, when we get to 2050, to know we're going to have 100 million consumers consuming this incredible product. Now, how do we know that? Some of the testing, and you look at Germany for an example, 83 million people. We've done 183,000 tests in that country. Sweden, same thing, 10 million population, 140. But look at the percentages. We're talking about 1 to 2% of the population that's been tested. Now, let's flip the flip side and say, what about the opportunity? And I'm going to pick on 3 markets, okay, which is in the Asia Pacific Rim. Again, guys, if you're from the global markets, please do your own research locally. But the Australian market, we've done about 16,000 tests in total. But look at the ratios, 12 to 1 down to 3 to 1. Look at the population we've tested. It's minor. The scope of the business, the scope of the opportunity is simply staggering. In New Zealand, we've just opened New Zealand about 8-9 weeks ago. 700, under 1,000 tests has been done in that country. Same thing, 12 to 1 down to 3 to 1. In other words, what happens after 120 days, okay, the product categorically works. In the Philippines, we just opened the Philippines a few weeks ago. My gosh, what an opportunity. 120 million people there as a global market. Now we've tested nearly 2,000 people there. Could you imagine if we had just had 1% of the market? Think about the size of it. India, Hungary, Czech Republic, Mexico. These are all huge marketplaces that we can work with. As I spoke about, we're a direct-to-consumer market. Very, very simple, okay? We simply have a shop online, and that shop, okay, is designed for you. It's given you where you just simply point to direct. You direct your customer, your consumer, up to that website, and on that website, they will see the box on the bottom there where they can purchase one of our Premier kits. Those Premier kits inside that has a testing device, your test, and your first 2 months supply of product. So we get them to take a test, we get them to consume the product for 60 days, and then what we have is we have a subscription program where you then get your second bottle of product, your second delivery, and then your third, fourth, fifth, and so on. But on your 4th delivery, we send you a second test free. As part of the package, you get a total of 2 tests, and then you have your first 2 months supply product, and then you have a 6-month subscription thereafter. With the product as well, we have got an international distribution where we're delivering to 100 countries. So yeah, as a customer, if you want to refer your friends and family to consume the product, no problems at all. We do have a referral program where you can get your products for free as a customer as well. So think about it. You can actually say, hey, mum, dad, sister, brother, would you like to try the product that I've had such great results on? And then you get your product for free. Pretty good marketplace, isn't it? Think about the size of the market that we have here. Now, people say to me, well, what about the flip side? What about how I can make some money? So if you're somebody that wants to, okay, build a residual-based income, a consumer direct program, we have an incredible customer program first up. So we connect a lot of consumers to the company. And it starts with literally 0 to 25 customers. You're going to get a 10% rebate, a little bit of commissions there. But the ones that want to go out and build a serious consumer, because it's no different, guys, if you have a restaurant, if you buy a clothes store, if you're doing whatever type of store, you have to point to direct. You have to get consumers into your shop, which is the same as us. We have an online shop that people are directed to. They do their shopping, they purchase their product, they then click and pay for that product, and then it gets delivered to them. And then there's a rebate that comes back to the person that owns that store. No different to a corporate program or corporate shop out on the high street or in the street of any of your main towns. A-Team, which would move up 20% cashback rebate. Pro Team, 50 products moving through, 50 consuming products moving through your consumption group, okay, 25%. There's some monthly bonuses there as well. When you get to Top Team, these are really, really amazing. When you get to where you've got 100 products in your consumer group, you're earning 30%. So I want you to imagine, okay, it's very simple, that this box, and let's call it $300 in Australian dollars, okay? Let's assume that that's what it is for a moment. 30%, which is $90 Australian, is going back to the person that made the referral or the person's shop that is being purchased from. So $90 is coming back to you as a royalty or a rebate as part of the pointed direct system. Okay, again, let the site, let the store do all the work for you because that's the way it's designed. But then we have another level called Top Team 200, 300, 500, and so on. And that's when it really starts kicking out. When you start having consumers telling consumers about the products they're consuming, that's when it really makes an incredible difference to your income levels. And you can see down the bottom there, the annual incomes. We're talking about 2,700 Australian dollars, 5,700, okay, 16,000, 27,000. Could you imagine earning $1,000 a week by having an electronic shop where you're pointing and directing people, talking to them about what your results were, what results you've had on the product, and saying, hey, jump up to my electronic store, have a look around. If you want to purchase, purchase. No hard selling in that. It's pointing and directing. As I said before, that our customers, okay, they can get their products for free. So they can refer again and say, hey, John, grab a kit like I did. I purchased a test. I got 2 bottles. I then got my subscription program. I then got my free test 4 months later on my 4th paid subscription. And I then referred 4 people to do exactly that. And guess what? Then you get your product on a monthly basis. So your bottle of Zinzino will be charged only delivery cost. Whatever the cost is in your local country, here in Australia, it is $6 a month that you'll be charged. $12 every 2 months. Absolutely great deal. But you want to become a partner in the program, you want to become somebody that gets the royalties, you can educate all those customers, and I call them customer communities or customer pods, where you have one person telling a number of people because they know, like, and trust them, they love the products, and people will believe people that they trust. Price is not an issue these days. Understand, price these days really are not an issue. People are looking for solutions that work, and they're also looking for products that are giving the results that they wanted to purchase up front. And when they purchase from somebody they know, like, and trust, it's never an issue about pricing. Pricing is not the issue in the long term. It's all about making sure they can test the product's work. And again, as the #1 testing company in the world in the personalized testing era, we're talking about personalized testing on our solution. So again, take a test on day 1, consume the product for 120 days, and then on a 120-day, take the second test. You can make from your side a decision to go customer or partner. I just want to talk about the partner side just for a couple more slides so you understand. Now, it's all about, and for an example, you start your own restaurant. You're the owner of the restaurant. I'm going to just use restaurant as an example. Could be a dress shop, could be a car, sales load, could be a real estate agent, could be any of those commercial businesses. But you walk in and you are the owner of your store, your location, And guess what you do? You then educate people to duplicate what you know and help them duplicate the process of selling products or communicating connection of products together for people who purchase from your location. So once you have that duplicational process in place, you're doing a lot of sweat equity first up. But then when you talk about people doing what you do, this is what I did, do this is what I'm doing, do this. It's a process of duplication because that's when the leverage kicks in and you can seriously see some incredible, what I call income revenue streams coming from it. When you purchase a starter kit with the company to get that electronic shop I spoke about, the ultimate kit, okay, $2,000 here in Australia, is the best value for money. You're getting about 66% discount. So from the retail price, you're getting a massive discount. Why do you need that kit? There's a couple of reasons. One, you've got some tests and some products. So you can do 10 testings on people you know, like, and trust. They want to take a test, and people that want to consume the product straight away. So you get them attached to the product because you've tested and they've tried. At the same time, they've purchased themselves a kit, or they may want to do what you do. They go, no, I just want to become an electronic store. I want to have my own shop. I want to go out and start building the business. So the reason why, and again, I'll flip back to the smaller kits. If the financial issues are there, yes, go back to the smaller kit. But the reason why, the number two reason, okay, apart from the discount and the product that you get, is that we have this loyalty refund where you connect 25 consuming customers. So customers that have purchased their kit and they've been on subscription. So at the end of 12 months' time, you've got 25 of those within your community, and then the company will give you a full rebate back. Whatever country you're in, this program works. It's an incredible program because as a business owner of your location, of your electronic store online, you can invest first up to purchase stock, but then by connecting 25 consumers with the Premier Kit, you then in 12 months, on the 13th month, the company will send you an email and say, congratulations, you've connected 25 consuming customers, and you're going to get a full refund on what you paid 12 months ago. This is an incredible program. When you put this together, see it in action, you simply go, oh my gosh, no other company has ever done this. Now, there are 10 ways of earning income derived from our compensation plan. Please go up and, the best website that I recommend people to go to is zzcomplan.com, zzcomplan.com. Go up and listen to that recording. It'll go through the steps for you, but I'm just going to go through a couple of them so you understand where you're at and what you want to do. The other 6 ways, now let's look at what do you really want to earn? You tell me what you want to be, as in what income you want. I'll tell you what's required. One of the beautiful things as you get to the top, in other words, you build an incredible business, a lot of consumers within your network of consumers, your community. The company gives you, because we're a publicly traded company, the company gives you some stock holdings of the company as well. So they say thank you for helping build the community, building the consumer group of the actual company. But you decide what title, what income you want, what title you want to be, and then we'll show you what's required. Now, on a slide back there, 2 slides back, we have what we call the Fast Start program. It's a 120-day program. This is just for the business partners, not for customers. So you simply do what I said. You get involved with the program, purchase your ultimate kit, then you get your what we call Zinzino for free. So you're on your bottle of product every month. Everybody needs minimum 1 bottle per month. And then you go out and you find 4 consuming customers through your community that purchase the test, purchase the 2 bottles, put themselves on a subscription program. The company will pay out a bonus to you. Then you go out and you find 2 people to duplicate that process. You duplicate that process and saying, hey, I know that you can make money out of this program. I know there's possibilities of getting long-term residual income from a consumer group, consuming product on a monthly basis through consuming the product on a daily basis. do 2, then we get you to go get another 6 to get 10. So now you got 10. So we've taken you through our Fast Start program. Very simple. Join the program at Ultimate Kit, get 4 customers, get 2 partners like yourself, get a further 6 customers to get it to 10. Then you go out and get those 2 to duplicate the process. This is, again, power of duplication, power of leverage, educating people that are in your location, that's in your business, to do what you're doing. Very simple. This is what I'm doing, do this. This is what I've done, do this. In the total there, guys, you can see there's about $3,000 Australian that you can get from the consumption base or the amount of volume of product that's moving through your consumer group. In my business, okay, I talk about, this is what's required to build a business. You've got to have a proven company at the end of the day. The company's got to be proven. The products have to be proven. Yeah. If you're thinking about building a business of some type, if you can't prove it works today, your chances of selling a large amount of this globally is getting smaller and smaller. Every person's getting wiser and smarter with technology. By having the Zinzino balance test as your secret weapon, because again, proven products, you can prove the products are categorically working 100%. Remember what I spoke about with the products as well? You want to make sure you have the xenobiotic and the balanced oil. Make sure you connect those 2 together. Again, this one is, you have to have the balance test, but when you're getting the 2 products, the xenobiotic and the balanced oil is a great combination. Proven concept. We've already shown you the concept of the only product you can't manufacture in your body are the omegas, your essential fatty acids. You have to consume them some way. Proven compensation plan, again, we're paying out about 50 to 60% in our compensation plan. When you add up all the extras you get from the basic plan, when you move it from there to the leadership titles that are derived from the compensation plan, it's around that 60%. It's one of the proven compensation plans. Again, 20-year-old company, it's rock solid, it's stable. And again, I go back to all the time and I say, guys, you've got to understand, as a publicly traded company, you get access to their financial numbers on a monthly basis, and then you get a yearly report as well. So when you put that together, you've got a proven company, proven products, proven concept, proven pay plan or compensation plan. The next thing is appointing, directing. Like I said, by having a system that has been built by people that have built these businesses and built Zinzino particularly, when you put these devices, these pointing, directing devices together and educational tools together, when you put them together, you've got a very simple proof defeats doubts. Let me play a 1-minute video for you.
6.3 billion people are not getting enough omega-3s. Omega-3 is an essential fatty acid. We need to get our omega-3s from the food we eat, or by taking supplements with fish oil. Antioxidants ensure the omega-3s stay fresh and potent, so our body can absorb the nutrients, but not just any antioxidants will get the job done. Polyphenols are the game changer. Powerful micronutrients working in synergy with the omega-3s to slow down oxidation and optimize absorption in order to offer long-term health benefits to your body. The refining process will rid the fish oil of virtually all mercury and PCBs. Unfortunately, this process also washes out the natural polyphenols in the oil. This is why most modern omega-3 supplements have little effect in the body. Polyphenols from pre-harvest olives are the plant-based equivalent to the antioxidants naturally found in seafood. This is a fact often overlooked by the fish oil industry. It puts our Balance Oil Plus in a league of its own. Our synergistic formula brings the magic of polyphenols and omega-3s back together. This is a revolution in omega-3 supplements. Our supplement is actually closer to oily fish than fish oil. We've captured a true force of nature. All you have to do is put our product to the test, literally. The Zinzino Balance Test is at the heart of our balance concept. You take the test before you start using our Balance Oil Plus, and then again after 120 days. This way, you get to see for yourself if your essential fatty acid levels have been restored. And we get to prove that our supplements really work. Let's take the guesswork out of a healthier way of living. Find out if you're in the clear, or if it's time to act now to maintain normal physical and mental functions in your body. From the pioneers of test-based personalized nutrition. Zinzino. Inspire change in life.
You guys, I go back to, and that just again proves company, product, concept, compensation plan, and system. Proof defeats doubts. The balance test is the star of the show. The balance test is where we're heading with test-based nutrition. Guys, just a quick closeout. On the 15th of July, I'll be repeating this similar session, okay? Every 14 days, I do the same type of session. So the 15th is the next one. Please invite your people or jump on the call and just get this recording out to whoever you want to. Grab it off the person that's invited you along to the call tonight, and they'll get this recording to you. Take care, God bless, and look forward to seeing you as a customer or as an incredible partner of this company called Zinzino. Thank you.